This is documentation. I just want to gather this real quick. What you're looking at here is somebody's monitoring crossing path. They're gang stalking. They know what I'm doing on my phone. That simultaneity of conduct under what is a fake sun that you can see reflecting here off of this vehicle. That's also the identification of a third party that's stalking. And this is, again, evidence of what is necessarily what's reflecting off of the windshield is that which is still present over apartment 41, again, as of 1:54 p.m. And the psychological torture of the demons that are in units 33 through 64 consists of the following. First of all, you're going to look at this impossible light activity. You can see my hands. I've got more than one shadow that's upright on the wall inside of the, I was about to say the library, excuse me, inside of the living room. This is, I've got three. You can see three hands. 1, 2, and 3. And upright on the living room wall. And this is, again, light activity that's actually coming from a reflection off of a surface where a fake sun is idle. This is also the environment where the demon in unit 55 is stalking with simultaneity to the entity's interference with the television, okay? The same time that the demon is stomping is the same time that the television goes off in an environment where the fake sun is idle all day long, and the entity is criminally interfering with the operation of a television by interfering with the antenna. It's not a malfunction. And by the way, like I stated earlier, this channel doesn't have any malfunction issues. That's why it's literally on QVC. It's a means of documenting the entity that's monitoring inside of a private space. The sex offenders are engaging in psychological torture, interfering with the television. At the same time, the demon above is gang stalking, which you know that because you can see my shadow on the ceiling now, and you can also see this object right here, the lamp. The shadow of it is elongated on the ceiling. This is all impossible light activity while engineer light appears on the inside, and the fake sun is over the same apartment number 41. The demons living in apartment 41 are going to prison, okay? The demons gang stalking with the unit 55. That's exactly what she was doing with the demon in unit 42 that had her flashers on in the parking lot. That's exactly what they were doing at 3:50 p.m. when this fake sun is in the same position over unit 41 at 3:50 in the afternoon, where the Ontario police is gang stalking in that video as well with third-party license plate MARMMAK with the Arizona plates. She was stalking in the path, engaging in psychological torture, engaging in a sex offense with AVANATH Capital Management, AVANATH Capital Management's employees, AVANATH Capital Management's residents, who are criminally liable for the conduct of the residents where they are profiting off of federal group stalking and monitoring. And that's the demons that are paying rent at this facilitating venue. They are gang stalkers by virtue of the corruption in state of California as well. I've already documented gang stalking by the state in Orange County as well. But this is the fake sun that's over the same apartment 41. And this is, again, while the entity is engaging in what is psychological torture that is documented through the light activity, through the interference with the use of the communication devices, doing so with simultaneity to what I do while I'm being molested. This is a sex offense. Hold on, let me open this back up. This is a sex offense while I'm being molested with engineer light. And then you can see the engineer light, it has nothing to do with the fake sun that's outside. And this is also the same light activity that you saw this morning while the entity is keeping a fake sun over. So I just want to be clear. This is what is being documented in real time on YouTube. The ongoing amplification of loud booming. The demon in unit number 55, license 5WUB715. This is what she looks like. She is going to a mental asylum. She is engaged in what is documented impunity by an entity. This is all criminal conduct. Again, Tracy Banks lives at this venue where I'm subject to the pattern of conduct, and this is a witch that presented her relative in order for the state to stalk me. This is what the state of California practices. This is the demon in unit 55 who you've seen gang stalking under this fake sun as well, crossing path only when I'm outside to engage in that P.O.C. with the Ontario Police Department as well. This is the demon that's stalking in the path in the living room where this demon knows where I'm at, and this is the building. This is the apartment building right here where the fake sun is, where you can see me touching the screen. Apartment 41 is right here. This is where the fake sun is present again in another video at what is 1:58 in the afternoon right now. The fake sun, hold on, let me close this for 1 second, sorry. The fake sun is present over apartment 41 where I'm touching on the screen right here, where it remains. I captured it this morning at 8:06 over apartment 41. As I walk toward apartment 41 toward the parking lot, it's over this apartment 41 while I walk to the parking lot, and the demon in unit 42 is gang stalking with NO Age who come into the parking lot, and the large black truck that come into the parking lot with the New Jersey plate. That was at 10:40 where it's over apartment number 41. I documented over 41 right now at 1:59 in the afternoon while it's reflecting off of a vehicle parked in the parking lot. that. And I've also documented well after 3:30 p.m. where, again, the demon with the license MARMMAK is doing the exact same thing, stalking in the path with the method of flashing light. These are demons that are monitoring, and this flashing light is an integral part of the pattern of conduct. They are stalking in the path with light. This is what is relevant to criminal monitoring, and they're doing it inside of a private space. And AVANATH Capital Management is being prosecuted for this. All right, so you're understanding and recognizing the unprecedented basis of corrupt landlords who are engaged in surveillance in the state of California. They're making money while they do so, interfering with the use of communication devices, doing so in sync with the gang stalkers that live at the venue. They're all living at a venue, not a private space where you're looking at this method of light activity, which is not the product of sunlight. The blinds are closed. So the light is so illuminous, all right, that it's creating my shadow upright. This is the evidence of gang stalking. The entity is controlling the operation of the devices, interfering with them, with simultaneity to what I'm being monitored on my devices, doing so while I'm uploading evidence that's relevant to the state that's going to be prosecuted for ongoing interference with the federal investigation, while everybody is seen as stalkers, while the Ontario police fly over my head, while the fake sun was over this same exact apartment at 11:40 in the morning. It's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. That's how you know that Mike Lorenz is demon possessed, and so was the demon that was gang stalking in that black helicopter while they were flying over my head and I was documenting the people of the state. These demons at Woodside Senior Apartments are going to federal prison. All right, like I said, and I've said it before, I'll say it again. The entity is engaged in ongoing documented impunity. This is a sex offense, so I want to be clear. While I go into the bathroom, this is a matter of public information. Everything that's happening between my legs is a matter of public information. This is supposed to be a private space, but it is a means of what is criminal interference by a government that has no legitimate interest in my genitalia. But that's exactly what's underway inside of this apartment. When you see that light activity, interference with the operation of my communication devices, ongoing criminal interference with quiet enjoyment in a specific environment where a fake sun is remaining over one building in alignment with me from the beginning until the end of the day. All right, this is speaking to the sex offense that the state of California is being prosecuted for, and it is shown through the maintenance of impossible light activity and a fake sun. This is apartment number 41 where AVANATH Capital Management resides. The employee, they're going to prison. Every gang stalking household that has minor children shall be removed from having access to such children. Those that are obsessed with the genitalia of the one whom they're gang stalking have no business, and they shall have no connection or custody of minor children. All right, and they do not mind, because they continuously engage in gang stalking and monitoring my genitalia, and they have fully listened to a federal prosecutor telling them that they're going to lose their children, and they continue and they persist, and they do so with impunity. They even do more of it the more that I document. Okay, this is the evidence of gang stalking, the impossible light activity. All right, after 3:54 p.m., the entity is aiming engineered light on this patio glass door, and the shape of this patio glass door then appears on this door over here. I've already documented all of this. It is the P.O.C., and the entity is doing so. So let me go ahead and show you that as well, because the entity doesn't go anywhere with its screen recordings. Here we go. With its light source and with its pattern of conduct of federal group stalking and monitoring. So here is the fake sun. And this is what I documented at 4:14 p.m. That is 2 hours from now, where the fake sun is in the same position where I'm showing it right now. Okay, this is apartment number 41 still. This is the fake sun after 4 p.m. And I'm comparing it to where the fake sun is on yesterday, February 21st, 2024 at 4:06 p.m. This is where the fake sun is present, remaining from the beginning until the end of the day. That's how I'm able to capture it over my front door, over my head at my apartment, like I showed you on video this morning at 8:07 in the morning. That's where the fake sun was on February 21st. 2024 at 8:07 in the morning. This is where the fake sun was at the same Alvarado Gardens in Los Angeles, which is, again, speaking to the pattern of conduct, but it also, when you're going to prosecute the demon possessed, and the illusion, which is the identification of a crime scene where sex offenders are worshiping the genitalia of the one whom they're conspiring to murder and kidnap, they do so while the entity keeps a fake sun over the apartments in Ontario. What's over me at Alvarado Gardens from 8:07 until after 4 o'clock in the evening is not over Woodside Senior Apartments, but this is the case when I am documenting a specific environment, a pattern of conduct. Okay, so the entity is maintaining this light source, and I just want you to see there is video that I captured. Yeah, that is Romana Medical Transport gang stalking, coming onto the grounds, doing so in a Romana medical transport vehicle, doing so in an Amazon Prime, making a delivery, doing so as a moving company like the Demon in Unit 42, doing so by dropping off a third-party gang stalker over the age of 55 like InnovAge did yesterday. It's the same P.O.C. All right, it's creating the elements of monitoring. So I want you to see, forgive me, I'm going to go through some documentation right now because since I'm referencing it, I'm gonna go ahead and show it to you, which I captured it also in screenshots. So I want you to see the light source. Oh, I know where I captured it. I captured it in images too. So, and I'm referencing the light activity of the fake sun that's bouncing off of the same patio door after 4 p.m. that you see setting. And it's still over the same apartment number 41 after 4 p.m. And this is the same apartment building that is over at 8 o'clock in the morning, like I documented today, February 22nd, 2025. And relevant to the evidence that I'm capturing regarding the evidence of the light source after 4 p.m. at the same exact apartment where I'm at, apartment number 51 at Woodside Senior Apartments. This is the evidence of stalking, and it is showing the government's engagement and what is stalking. Clearly, they're stalking in helicopter, and doing so as I document the stalkers that live at the venue and visit the venue to engage in criminal activity. There's no constitutionally protected right to engage in gang stalking by visiting. You're going to prison for that. And here is the evidence of what is on the patio front door while the same fake sun, this is at 4:54 p.m. where the light source is still in a position, and this is not sunlight, just like it's not sunlight aiming reflecting off of a windshield into the apartment. You're looking at what are demons doing? They're stalking in your path. They're stalking your path while light is being maintained in your path. Having the fake sun reflecting off of a windshield, and that's supposed to be the guise under which my multiple shadows are upright on the living room wall. That's the pattern of conduct of stalking in the path with light. This is what the demons are doing while their shadows are moving across Tracy Banks' patio door while they know what I'm doing on the inside. This is what an entity is doing under a fake sun, interfering with the operation of the television, and they continuously do even more of it as I document. That's why they're going to federal prison for years. Okay, more years than the entity has been engaged in gang stalking. This is the fake sun that is, again, covering the patio glass door. It's covering the patio glass door right now. This is what I'm documenting at 4:55. All right, this is an entity that's keeping this light source. I wanted to get this because this is what I just documented right now. The television goes out at the same time that the demon in Unit 55 is stomping, the loud booming noise like a bomb. And then I'm showing you what is the light activity. This is terrorism, and this is criminal interference with quiet enjoyment. This is the federal imprisonment of everybody that's living. This is the nightmare that the ordinary target individual is living with, and they suffer in silence. And it is that which is done in furtherance of murdering someone in order that they engage in what is suicidal ideation, in order that they start to question their own sanity, in order that they would hate their own lives, that they would hopefully engage in what is attacking the people around them, so that the entity can further defame them and depict them as being delusional, hallucinating, in need of being taken to a mental ward and being kept against their will when the entity is psychologically torturing them. You're going to prison for that. In addition to that, this very entity engaged in kidnapping on more than one occasion. They kidnapped the wrong person. Okay, because I'm reciting their ongoing federal charges on an ongoing basis, and they're doing it with the very government that arrived in helicopter today. So let's be reminded what was happening under this fake sun while it's over the same exact apartment building that it's over now. Okay, so let's revisit that. This is the Ontario Police providing evidence against the demons living at the venue, threatening my life as I document them. All right, this is the demon license plate 8FVB068, while the fake sun advances as I advance in the parking lot.